Hey Truck, I'm trying to dominate my class in a stock trading simulation thing, and I was wondering what should I put my money into to do the best. Well, you could create a well-balanced, diversified portfolio that attempts to beat the S&P 500 over a long period of time to protect your capital. But that's not gonna win you the contest. So you should probably pick the stupidest fucking thing and punt all in, because losing is not gonna be a problem, and that's the only way you can dominate, if you're, as you try to say. You need to YOLO it all on one specific high beta stock. Short Tesla. Tesla had a pretty bad earnings today. Not a great year thus far for a big T. Well, their CEO is blackmailing their shareholders, so that, oh dude. Can we talk about this? Elon Musk, he is literally blackmailing the shareholders and the board of Tesla to give him, I feel like it's like $60 billion. It's a ridiculous amount of money. Yeah, is it 80? I think it's between, it's around like 50 to 80 in that range. Basically, you wanna know what happens? Elon Musk owns a significant chunk of Tesla, but not, I think he owns like 12% of Tesla, which is worth a lot of money and makes him the richest man in the world. But he's been selling and selling and selling Tesla stock. And now he is telling the board of the company and the shareholders that if he doesn't get 25% of the company, which means they have to give him like $60 billion of value to top him up to get like 25%, he won't do any AI projects with the company. Now, he hasn't named what these are. I don't even know what fucking plans he has, but because AI is the big buzzword right now, it's like the only way to juice your stock. He's like, I'm gonna take my AI talents elsewhere. Even though I'm the CEO of Tesla, I'm gonna work on this stuff at other companies unless you give me $60 billion, which is fucking crazy. Especially because he already has, I think, the single largest payment package for a CEO maybe in history. He got like a $50 billion payment. He was sued over it. I don't know, it's crazy. It's so strange. Yeah, this is a good example. Now he seems to be blackmailing the Tesla shareholders, saying he won't build stuff for us unless he gets another 30 billion. Where in the world does paying a CEO 30 billion make logical sense in the modern world, especially when he already has a $150 billion stake in the company? Plus, the board, it consists of all his friends and members of his family, including his brother. It feels like a way, especially if they go through with it, which will be fucking crazy. The board votes for this. It's like they should be sued by their own investors. Because if you're an average person that bought Tesla, the best use of Tesla's capital is not to give $30 billion to the CEO. Shit's crazy. Hey, Big A, I have an interview I'm slightly underqualified for. Wish me luck. I actually sincerely do wish you luck. I have been hearing from a wide variety of sources what a difficult job hunt it is right now. That's what I'm hearing. I am hearing from people I know, people I don't know, people with a lot of experience, people with a little bit of experience. I am just hearing this resoundingly. I'm hearing it from many different places that it's a tough spot. I'm hearing from people who currently have jobs that they want to leave but can't because they can't find something else, because it's just a pain in the ass. And people that are searching, people that graduated, it's just a wild, wild time. And so if you are searching, I sincerely am wishing you luck. I'm wishing you luck and spirit and hopefulness and to not get too discouraged and for the right thing to come along, okay? Sincerely. I hope that goes well because it's a pain in the ass. A lot of my buddies got hired in the spring after graduation, but they keep pushing the start dates. That's such a scummy thing to do. To offer someone a job and then dangle it back, because people make plans around that shit. That's what frustrates me. Dude, some people that offered full internships and then canceled them, that's fucked up. There used to be a little bit of fucking decorum on some of this shit. And it does feel like in the Matrix when they're like, we don't know who struck first, us or them, but we know it was us that darkened the sky. You guys don't know that, but I don't know who struck first. Actually, I knew it was the corporations. But all I'm saying is all of the old rules between employee and employer, I just feel like they're gone. They fucking lay off at a moment's notice. Employees don't fucking even give 2 weeks now. I mean, they just nobody cares. No, everyone is just out to get theirs. I got an email about a paid internship and it was just an offer to join the Marines. It's actually kind of based. In a way it is, okay? In a way it is. There's no better internship for life. Hey, Truck, I'm currently writing a cover letter for an advertising video editing position. How should I write that I watch Marketing Mondays on a professional cover letter? Listen, man, as much as I want you to add 1+ viewer to my stream who's your hiring manager, you probably shouldn't. I think it's something where, like, if you learn something in a Marketing Monday, it's cool to bring up in a conversation. Maybe if you're talking about, I don't know that you need to write it down, because what it is you're watching a YouTube video about something. If I'm trying to help you get a job here, I don't think it's necessary. You know, if you're talking to the hiring manager, it'd be cool to mention that you keep up with this stuff. Because I do think there's a difference between someone who's clocking in, doesn't care, will do anything for a job, and someone that, like, gives a shit, cares, reads in their own time. They're just gonna probably do a better job. Why do people read books? You could literally read the synopsis of them on Wikipedia and save hours of time. Why do people read Wikipedia articles? You could literally watch the movie based on the book and save hours of time. Why do people watch movies? You could literally watch the TikTok that has an AI voice summarize the plot of the movie that's based on the book and save even more hours of time. Do you see what I'm saying? Even better than that, you could get bored watching the TikTok of the AI summary, read the top comment, and decide you figured it out. You got the gist, okay? And then scroll on to the next thing. Okay, but the Wikipedia thing real? It's not real. No, it's not. Obviously, you get way less out of reading a Wikipedia summary than you do out of reading the book. Especially if it's like a nonfiction book. That's the reason I can't read them before I fall asleep, is you read a nonfiction book and you get to something that makes you think and you actually stop. At least I stop. I stop and I think about it. I'm like, wait, whoa, you know, put it in the context of my own life or what I'm trying to do and what I'm learning. And then it takes a while. Fiction book, you can keep going. And I guess you could save time on a fiction book if you want to know the plot. The same way you could watch a TikTok to get a movie, but you know, I think there's something lost. There's a nuance lost. I get anxious and just spoil it for myself. I've heard that from more and more people for movies. I feel like this is definitely on the rise. People that don't like the idea of not knowing how the movie ends. And so they read it beforehand or during. I don't know what is causing that. I'm trying not to do my gut reaction, which is to make fun of you or yell at you. This is something I would have never heard before. And it's like, it's right. More people say this now. And it's odd. I guess I don't know, man. I don't know the exact root of it, but it's not isolated. It's not an isolated incident. It's like one weird person. Like a lot of people do this. Pull up Wikipedia mid-film omega lol. You're saying that like a joke? That people do that. They get into a film and they must know, and they pull up Wikipedia in the film to finish. I don't know. I don't know what the urge is. It's interesting. It should be deconstructed. I have the opposite. If I think the show's ending will be bad, I stop a few episodes early. You just like, you prefer the idea that it could end good rather than the reality. That's fun. I mean, I fully agree that if I had never watched Game of Thrones season 8 or 7, really, I would have a much higher positive vision of the series. You know what? If it was like Silksong, like if they had just told me it never existed and it was coming out soon, they don't know when, I'd be like, okay, I'm bummed it's not here, but like, I still love it. I'm still happy. I still am excited. And it just never comes out. And then, whatever, that's fine. I'm still positive. When I was younger, I couldn't finish a book I've been reading for a long time because I didn't want it to end. I think that's kind of a normal phenomenon where you get really into the world or whatever and you don't want it to end. Usually you do finish it though. I've never personally stopped because I didn't want something to end. That's because then it still ends. Like, you guys understand that if you stop a book because you don't want it to end, it does. You still ended it. You just cut it off early, but it did end. You're not still reading. It's not like you add new stuff. Although I will say, I don't want to be too judgy here because I did do this recently with Saltburn, which is like everyone was talking about Saltburn, and I was like, I don't really want to watch it, but I'd like to know what the fuck's happening. So I watched a clip. I watched like a summary clip, and then I read the Wikipedia, and I was like, all right, I got it. I get the idea. I know what happened. I know what all the memes are. I did it to catch up because I didn't want to invest the time to watch the movie. It's a good movie. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I wasn't in the mood to watch it, but I did, and I didn't think I would watch it in the future.